Welcome back, and this is Riggs, and I wanted to continue a little tour of some of my past. This is a server that I have played on a bunch, and I will continue to play on. I have so many works in progress here. This is sort of my most recent one. Kind of a big palace, and then on the inside, it's kind of like a museum. I can show you like a natural history museum, but I have formal gardens on the top, and all these water sources actually feed these water pillars down here. I don't know why I thought that was kind of cool. I think at first I thought it might feed it with lava at times, and then water at other times. And I should say hi to my friend Barry. 1 second. Hey, welcome back. And like I said last time, there was a second server that I didn't even want to dip my toe into because I knew it would take forever. But I wanted to do that today and give you a little tour, a little world tour, I guess. And this is one of the more recent unfinished builds that I've been working on. Pretty grand palace with formal gardens on top and kind of a big arch in the middle. Those are legit beacons in the back. This is a survival world. And I can show you the wither farm we have to make that possible, but it's a kind of fun little decorative detail. Let me just do a quick little fly around here. A big window to fly into, and then the inside I kind of have as a natural history museum. The idea being I have kind of living exhibits. So for each mob, I'm going to have their own little enclosure here. So I have magma cubes and wither skeletons and quite a project getting all these filled up with the slimes here and bats. And I don't know what else I have. Oh yeah, I had the little cave spiders, the little baby spiders, but they've escaped, which just makes me nervous. I don't know where they. Well, I think they're gone for now, but and then more spiders here. And this is just one of many builds that I'm working on here on this final score server. It's kind of a gray listed server, but I wanted to give you guys a quick little world tour overview of some of the things that I'm kind of happy with here, and give you an idea of some of the other stuff that we can do here. Okay, and this is another one of my builds, which is sort of more finished, although definitely continuing work in progress. I want to finish out these houses. This is the covering for what was an ink farm, and now in 1.13 will not be an ink farm anymore. But I really do like the effect of having these glass bricks, these sort of single glass blocks. All sort of stacked up in a row. It kind of gives a cool effect as you go around. But yeah, I had, rest in peace, squid farms till 1.13. Squids would spawn in there, and then the guardians would shoot them, and all their ink would fall out the bottom. And it worked pretty well, and I'm going to have to do something with this now. We'll have to see. Okay, and I wanted to give you also another quick glimpse of kind of my main base on this server. What a chaotic mess of continuing to build on. My brother-in-law talks about moron houses, where when you run out of room, you just build a little moron, right? That's kind of what I did. It started with this nice, cute little house and a farm and some sugar, and it just went from there. I have a couple iron farms. This whole big thing sitting on top of the roof of this house is a quad gold farm, and I have tree farm and sugar farm up top, and I don't know, just a whole bunch of stuff going on. Let me show you sort of this direction. I did a railway, but back before we had Elytra, railways were the thing, and kind of started over here. This was my very beginning. My starter home was this little sand circle here, and then I built into this big kind of oasis desert temple. This is yet another one of the things that I've going on this server that I wanted to show you. I did get kind of interested in making things up in the sky. This is my attempt at kind of Aurora Borealis. which I think is kind of a neat effect with the fading colors and the sea lanterns on the inside there. And then I have this planet made out of all kinds of weird stuff, and another little one here. But let me show you a little bit more of the base that I have going on over here. This was a dam that a little fake lake I made in a dam. You can either turn the water on or off, and then this lands in here into my sort of bulk storage room, all the excess materials I have. The inside of the base, this is my main storage room here, a big sorter for most of the items that I get more than big stacks of, and then this is kind of where I apparently this is where I leave all my shulker boxes strewn about. And then I have a portal room. We have an add-on here. It's kind of a little bit of a modded server with these stargates, which are basically ways to teleport around. And so using this, you can very quickly just teleport between two places. It's kind of like using a nether portal, and sort of it's just an instant teleport. So this, I think, this is where we have the wither farm that I should show you, because that lets you know how I have so many beacons. Actually, a lot of the beacons you see I farmed just manually, but eventually we worked on this, which was quite an undertaking, a full nether perimeter, and I did these big bone column sides on it, and then these are the brains of it. It's a four spoked system that siphons all the wither skeletons in here. I can show you real quick how it works. Pretty effective. And then we just mined out every little bit of netherrack, and I did these little glass veins going through the netherrack, just adding a little bit of interest. And then this took a little while, but then you very quickly you end up getting a nice selection of nether things to swipe at, and you use your sweeping edge nether sword, and everything gets collected and put in over here. And we have so many beacons now, we're just using them as lighting. That's kind of how we roll here. So all these kind of lead to different builds. That was the ink farm over there. I don't know, I'll just choose one. I think this is where I had the horses. It's kind of fun. Quickly you can see the mining that I've done underneath. This is like a little villa that I did, having a little feast there. Down here I have all the horses that I got really into breeding all the different varieties of horses. So I have each color and each pattern. I think I got pretty close to getting them all. Some of them aren't maybe rendering in a little barn. And then over here I did a big kind of I'm almost out of rockets. What a crime. But this is another big work in progress. Oh man, so many different directions. I do that on purpose. I like to have a lot of different things going on. That way I'm never bored. If I feel like doing something really grindy, I can work on something like the perimeter. But if I feel like doing some really detail-y stuff, I can do that. This is another big field I was doing over here. And that was my last rocket. Oh, that makes me sad. Maybe I'll use the momentum to get me over to the little slime pit. I did a big pit over here and then filled it with slime, because slime blocks are fun. And I'll demonstrate that. Whoa, here we go. Chaboing. And then there's actually a mob farm, a zombie spawner up there, which if you get somebody to stand up there, I have a little water stream that shoots them out into this, and then it's a nice little target practice. You can shoot them as they bounce around. But this is out of rockets. Sad, but yet another big work in progress that I have. It's fun to have a lot of different things working on. Hey, and then I just wanted to show you maybe one last thing. There's so many things on this server. This could be its own series, and maybe I will. I'll do a little world tour here, and continue working here. But this is one of the spawn buildings I did. This is the library. Any spawn kind of needs its own little enchanting setup. And so there's enchanting upstairs, but I also wanted a place for the dragon egg, and then did a big glass dome. Kind of my idea was that it was a planetarium. It was a map of the universe, and I have all the different elements there. You can see there's a little end stone, and there's some quartz, and there's gold, and there's all kinds of stuff. And then I am standing guard. You know. If you want somebody to guard your library, Boba Fett would be a good choice. And yeah, a little quick thing upstairs. Oh yeah, we also do have player heads on the server, so we can use those for decoration. I just had those as kind of curious objects. And then yeah, one kind of fun detail. I wanted to have a secret little members only room here. So I have face that which you fear, offer something of substance. So the what that refers to is this creeper here. And if you throw something, let me throw an item through there. Yep, it lands on the pressure plate, which activates that piston. Very simple little secret door. And then that leads to this little speakeasy down here, a little tavern where you can drinks around the house. And then there's also this kind of fun little underground areas, overgrown grotto, which you can see from the glass floor. One last little detail here, I wanted to hide in another little thing here that you can drop down and head off in this direction. I thought, after a long day of studies, or maybe you tell your mom, tell your loved ones you're going to the library to study, work hard. But then once you get there, you sneak out, and then you go down here, and you go up the ladder, which takes a second, and then you get to the top. And once you step on here, let me make sure I have note blocks. Here we go. Turn that up. There we go. Yeah, once you step through here. Oh, I used to have a jukebox set up. Yeah, this is a little fishing hole. So I have fishing rods. There's supposed to be music playing. Oh. We gotta have some music to fish. Yeah, and there didn't used to be anything in the distance, but this is kind of a little quiet, home away from home, little fishing. And this is a couch. What do you think? The beds and then the arms. It's a big couch. What do you think? I don't know. Anyway, maybe I should leave it there. I would try and keep these episodes on the shorter side, so you don't mind getting through them. And I appreciate you. I'm up to 10 subscribers. It's so exciting. I know it's funny, but it's fun. I appreciate you. If you are not one of my daughters, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. My daughters don't really have a choice. They enjoy it, but they don't have a choice. So you did have a choice, and I appreciate it. So have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.